What's the deal, baby? You already know it is the big boss. How boss dog can't pull through the door. Hit us out this boxing. So we're talking about Roy Jones Jr. He made a statement that says that Errol Spence needs to do more at 47. Needs to do more at 47, and that that dude funny. Errol Spence needs to do more at 47, and that Terrence Crawford is a better fighter than Errol Spence. Which him saying that Terrence Crawford is a better fighter at 47 is his opinion. We're not going. I'm not gonna mess with that because that's his opinion. I'm not gonna argue with anybody about their opinion. You know what I mean? Because that's an opinion. But when you sit there and say that Errol Spence needs to do more at 47 and Terrence Crawford has fought the better competition, that's where we're gonna talk about that. So let's go over Terrence Crawford's resume at 47. He fought Jeff Horn, Jose Benavidez, Amir Khan, Mean Machine, Kell Brook, and Sean Porter. I may be missing some people. Errol Spence, and I'm just talking from, I'm looking at, because he fought a lot of people, so I may miss some people. Errol Spence fought Phil Greco, Sammy Vargas, Chris Van Heerden, Chris Algieri, Leonard Bundu, Kell Brook, Carlos Ocampo, Lamar Peterson, Mikey Garcia, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter. He was about to fight Manny Pacquiao, and he's finna fight Ugas. So you tell me who has the better resume out of all of them. Okay? I don't need to go into detail because it's already proved. I don't know what this dude looking at, bro. The fact that he even said that shows he don't know nothing. He ain't watching the fights. You said this nigga said that Errol Spence need to do more at 47. What do he need to do? Now I get it. A lot of y'all, Terrence Crawford has a flashy style. He has a flashy, skillful style. He switch hit. He's slick. A lot of us as African Americans, we tend to like that style because, that's like, man, that's boxing to us. And, which is true. And Errol Spence has a more of a basic style, but you can tell his style is, he came up in a Hispanic gym. I've been in Hispanic gyms. They do teach that style. High guard, use a jab, and, set up to the body. But Errol Spence can box, but he prefers to break you down. That's what he prefers to do. I'm going to break you down and get you out of there. That's what he does. You see what I'm saying? Like, he ain't trying to be cute. He ain't with all that. He trying to, man, nigga, I'm finna get you out of here, cuz. And that's what he does. You know what I mean? He ain't trying to, You think about it. Errol Spence uses the jab, goes to your body. So you have a boxer who uses a lot of lateral movement. What happens with that? They tend to slow down. They get more tired because they getting outworked in the fight. That's Errol Spence style. It's nothing flashy. You know what I mean? But a lot of people like Roy Jones Jr. don't like Errol Spence style because it's basic. You know what I mean? But to sit there and say that Errol Spence needs to do more is atrocious to me. Like, anybody saying that is simply just hating on this boy. I don't know, and this ain't even because I'm a fan of Errol Spence. I'm a fan of Bud Crawford too, but I stick to facts. Facts are facts, okay? It's not an opinion. This is not like me saying that Errol Spence is better than Bud Crawford. That's my opinion. People saying Bud Crawford is better than Errol Spence, that's an opinion. You see what I'm saying? We won't know the truth about that until they fight. But to sit there and say Errol Spence needs to do more is ridiculous. Like, bro, what are you looking at? What you watching, kinfolk? You see what I'm saying? Because we gonna keep it 1,000. Errol Spence has done more than Terrence Crawford at 47. But this sums this argument up. If Terrence Crawford fought the better competition, he wouldn't be suing Bob Arum and Top Rank for not getting top fights, which is listed in the lawsuit. He wasn't getting the fights. And they don't know how to promote or market black fighters. This sums that up. Terrence Crawford would still be signed to Top Rank. There would be no allegations. There'd be nothing going on. It would just simply be Terrence Crawford is fighting and representing Top Rank. And he would have been getting the fights that he needs to get. You see what I'm saying? But the issue is that people want to push this narrative. And look, I get it. Errol Spence doesn't have a flashy style. He don't have that style that where you can, get behind and be like, yeah, man, yeah. Like I said, he got a traditional basic style. Just like Mikey Garcia. When Errol Spence fought Mikey Garcia, they were saying Mikey Garcia is better than Errol Spence. And they kind of the same fighter, except Errol Spence is stronger. And I think Errol Spence has more in his arsenal than Mikey Garcia. But when Errol Spence was going to fight Mike Garcia, they was all, Mikey's going to beat him. Sugar Ray Leonard said that. A lot of people said that. Mike Garcia going to beat Errol Spence. Why? Because Mike Garcia fought Adrian Broner. Y'all tell me, Adrian Broner, at that time, does he have more skill than Mikey Garcia? Is he more a skilled fighter than Mikey Garcia? Yes, he is. And Mikey Garcia beat the brakes off Adrian Broner. Why was that? Now, those who don't know boxing, they'll sit there and tell you, Errol Spence, he basic. If you master the basics, you could beat a skillful fighter. All you need to do is master knowing when to throw your jab, knowing when to throw the two, knowing when to gauge distance. That's it. That's all you got to do. I don't got to sit there and be throwing hooks from different angles and switch hitting and all that. All I got to do is keep that jab in your face and know when to get out the way and know when to return. That's it. If I master that, I'm going to beat you all day. And that's what Errol Spence does. You see what I'm saying? Like, Terrence Crawford is a great, skillful fighter. Nobody taking nothing away from that. But he has not done anything at 47. I don't know how many times I need to say this. I'm not hating on dude. I don't think dude is a great fighter. But as it pertains to Errol Spence, he's not better than Errol Spence. In my opinion. If they fight and Terrence Crawford beat Errol Spence, I'll come on here and say I was wrong. I've been wrong before. I said that Teofimo would knock out George Kambosos. And I was wrong about that. George Kambosos beat the brakes off Teofimo. So like I said, at the end of the day, for Roy Jones Jr. to sit there and say that Errol Spence needs to do more, I'm kind of appalled by that. Especially a guy who's fought in the Olympics and who's done great things in this sport. You would think he would acknowledge and see another great fighter. I'm not telling him that he should, co-sign Errol Spence or back him. But Errol Spence is an Olympian. Let's start right there. He's an Olympian. You don't go to the Olympics if you're an average fighter. You see what I'm saying? You don't go to the, and he was a damn good fighter in the Olympics. Errol Spence everybody know about Errol Spence. Everybody know about this dude. Floyd definitely know about Errol Spence. So like I say, at the end of the day, I don't understand the hate. This dude don't talk trash about nobody. He's that, if anything, he's that fighter that you should back. Because he fight anybody. And when he do fight people, he put on it's action packed. He letting his hands go. This dude he letting his hands go. He ain't sitting there, you know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with, fighting like Floyd Mayweather. There's nothing wrong with that. That's boxing. That's hit. The art of boxing is hit and not get hit. But Errol Spence is an action-packed fighter. He gonna let his hands go. So I don't know what the hate is for. I don't know why people keep spreading this narrative that Errol Spence needs to do more 47. Like, are you serious? When he said that, and I heard that, I don't know if he got hit in his head too much. I don't know what it is. He just despises Errol Spence. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. This dude don't like Errol Spence for some reason. Don't know why. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if I won't say he's jealous of Errol Spence because Roy Jones Jr. has accomplished a lot in the sport of boxing. I'm just gonna say that, like, I don't think he likes Errol Spence's style. He doesn't understand how Errol Spence as a fighter has accomplished so much of how he's accomplished. Which I think a lot of people see Errol Spence and that's how they feel. They look at Errol Spence as like, how is he beating all these dudes with his style? And it's like, you don't need to be flashy. I don't need to throw a hook from over here or jump across the ring and throw a hook and hit you in your head. I don't need to do that. All I gotta do is keep that jab in your face, get out the way when I need to, counter when I need to, and that's it. Hell, I can stand in front of you the whole fight and parry and block and counter. You see what I'm saying? You know, all I gotta do is just get out the way at the proper time. Look at Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is a very skillful fighter, but he don't really do anything flashy either. Shakur Stevenson is a master of distance. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand, like, what the hate is. And it's sad because I see dudes who so-called know boxing hate on Errol Spence. And I get it, bro. Like, I get it. But at the end of the day, you got to be real. Like, and a lot of y'all ain't doing that. But everybody has their own interpretation of real, so I can't use that. I'm going to say you just got to sit there and analyze it. You got to analyze the facts. The facts is Errol Spence has fought better competition. That's just what it is. Now, if you sit there and say, hey, Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence, that's your opinion. I think Errol Spence is going to stop Terence Crawford. And here's why. And I'm going to conclude with this. All right? C4, what's cracking? All I'm going to say is this. As it pertains to Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, in my opinion, Terence Crawford is not mentally strong enough to stay disciplined in a fight. Especially somebody he has beef with. And hear me out. When he fought Jose Benavidez, he made that fight harder than what it needed to be. That fight was close up until him knocking Jose Benavidez down in the 12th round. He's not focused like he is when he fought Victor Postal. Like he is when he fought Sean Porter. When he fought Sean Porter, yeah, to me it was a close fight, but he was focused. He was locked in. Against Victor Postal, it was personal. His emotions was involved. And people who stepped in that ring before know this. You cannot get your emotions involved in boxing because you're not focused. You're going to get in your own way. And that's what I'm saying about Terence Crawford. He going to get in his own way against Errol Spence. When he get in that ring with Errol Spence and he trying to, I'm showing I'm tougher than you. I'm a dog. And that's what I'm saying. He going to fight a stupid fight. Errol Spence going to stop him. That's what I'm saying. If Bud come in there focused, locked in, you know what I mean? And he stick to the game plan and box Errol, he'll beat Errol Spence. I've said that. But he going to come in there and he going to get in his own way. He going to try to brawl with Errol Spence. He going to try to sit there and prove I'm stronger than you. He going to try to pick Errol Spence up. He going to try to do all this stuff. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen. He did that with Sean Porter. He picked Sean Porter up, dumped him. He's going to try to prove I'm stronger than you, Errol. I'm this, I'm that. And Errol Spence going to stop that boy. Because that's not what you want to do. You don't want to get in a firefight with Errol Spence. What you want to do is box. Use lateral movement. Box beautifully. Another thing, Terence Crawford is getting older. One thing I've seen from him later in fights is he tends to engage more later in fights because his legs are not what they used to be. You see what I'm saying? So he gonna be there to be hit. That's what I'm saying in the second half of fights, in which you normally see him standing there and countering, kind of standing there and countering and trading. Now, some fights is more of he don't respect dude power, but it's some fights where he just can't, he don't have the legs. But for you to sit there and say that Errol Spence needs to do more is funny to me. I don't. What more do he need to do? He fought almost damn near everybody at 47. On President Fox, Terrence Crawford. That's all what's left for him to fight. He was finna fight Pacquiao. And then the thing is, y'all been sitting there criticizing Errol Spence, but Crawford was on top rank with Manny Pacquiao for like over 10 years, and he didn't get that fight. Now, is that his fault? No, it's Bob Arum fault. We know that, but at the end of the day, like, he ain't got no top names besides Sean Porter on his resume. Does that mean he a bad fighter? No. Does that mean he sucked? No. But to sit there and say Roy Jones Jr., who is a all-time great Hall of Fame fighter, to sit there and say that Errol Spence needs to do more is ridiculous to me. It is. And to keep it 1,000, Bud, and this is going to be controversial, Bud resume at 40 is not even as impressive as Danny Garcia when Danny Garcia became undisputed at 40. As Josh Taylor, who just became undisputed at 40. They fought better competition at 40 than Terrence Crawford did. We going to keep it 1,000. And it's not hate. He can't control that who was available to him at that time. But at the end of the day, Josh Taylor and them fought better competition on their road to become undisputed than Terrence Crawford did. Facts are facts, bro. But do y'all agree Errol Spence need to do more? I don't believe that. I think Roy Jones Jr. got hit in his head too much. Them knockouts that he was getting, and he was getting knocked out and slept when he was in Russia and fighting them boys in Russia, and they was sleeping that boy. I think they messed up his brain cells because, if anything, Errol Spence has fought the better competition. Now, if you sit there and say that Terrence Crawford is better than Errol Spence, that's, like I said, that's your opinion. I still disagree, but that's your opinion, and you're entitled to that. But Errol Spence has done more at 47. He's fought the better competition. He's done all the heavy lifting. He's a better fighter. It's just what it is, in my opinion. And everybody, I don't care if you're a Terrence Crawford lover, you gonna sit there and say, man, you gotta agree. Errol Spence has done more. He's fought better competition. It's just what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Boss gone.